Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Ronald W. Satz, founder and chair of the International Society of Unified Science and president of TransPower Corporation, a commercial and custom software manufacturing and certified systems engineering company. I work as a theoretical physicist and as a systems and mechanical engineer. One topic today, a white dwarf is indeed inside out. And this flummoxes my opponents in theoretical physics. Let's watch the first 50 seconds of this video here. Have a listen.
White dwarfs are usually surrounded by a layer of white gases, but this one seems to be shrouded in dense nebulas.
The strange thing about this star is that we're seeing these heavier elements in the surface, and that's something that you really shouldn't see in a white dwarf. We have calcium, aluminum, magnesium, even iron on the surface of the star. How's that possible?
The presence of these metals on the surface of the star baffles astronomers.
The white dwarf has a very powerful gravity. Those heavy metals should have sunk to the center.
Physics doesn't seem to make sense. There should not be heavy elements on its surface unless the physics has turned the star inside out.
Okay. They go on to say that they think that this white dwarf star is consuming nearby planets which have metallic cores, but that's garbage. Okay. So the conventional theorists are indeed baffled, but not those of us who work with the reciprocal system. And I'm going to quote from Dewey B. Larson's amazing astrophysical work, The Universe of Motion, page 78. Contraction of the matter of the white dwarf star under pressure has the opposite effect, just as it does in the case of ordinary matter. Pressure thus reduces the density measured on the same basis. The constituents of a white dwarf star, like those of any other star, are subject to the gravitational effect of the structure as a whole, and the atoms in the interior therefore are under a pressure. The natural direction of gravitation is always toward unity. In the intermediate region, that's speeds above unity between 1 and 2, as in the time region, distances below unit space that we explored in the earlier volumes, toward unity is outward in the context of a fixed spatial reference system, the datum level of which is 0. Thus the gravitational force in the white dwarf star is inverse relative to the fixed reference system. It operates to move the atoms closer together in time, which is equivalent to further apart in space. At the location where the pressure due to the gravitational force is the strongest, the center of the star, the compression in time is the greatest, and since compression in time is equivalent to expansion in space, the center of a white dwarf is the region of lowest density. As we'll see later, this inverse density gradient plays an important part in determining the properties of the white dwarfs. Now we go to page 168. Because of the inverse density gradient in the white dwarf stars, the relatively heavy condensed gas component takes the form of an outer shell rather than that of an inner core. There it is. Also, page 178, the phenomenon that we are now considering, the existence of helium atmospheres, of course higher elements, in certain classes of white dwarf stars, is a more limited example of the same kind of anticipation of the observational discoveries. Here the explanation was provided before the need for it was recognized. The essential feature of this explanation is the inverse density gradient. The existence of this inverse gradient is not an ad hoc assumption that has been formulated to fit the observations in the manner of so many of the, quote, explanations offered by conventional theory. It is something that is definitely required by the basic postulates of the theory of the universe of motion, and was so recognized and set forth in the published works long before the existence of the helium atmospheres was reported by the observers, and the need for an explanation of the seeming anomaly became evident. The 1959 publication stated specifically that, quote, the center of a white dwarf star is the region of lowest density. Okay. So there we have the explanation of the reciprocal system. White dwarf stars have an inverse density gradient. That's why there's helium and there are heavier elements on the surface. Amazing, but true. Totally accurate. Logical deduction from the reciprocal system is in complete harmony with the observations. Okay, so study the reciprocal system and prove it for yourself. For the simplest possible treatment of the theory, please obtain my work, The Unmysterious Universe, has all the concepts, numerous diagrams. It's available from both Amazon.com and TransPowerCorp.com. Now, once you finish that and you want to go on to the mathematics of the theory, I have my magnum opus, Existence and Interactions, a computational treatise of the reciprocal system, the true theory of everything. 711 pages in the PDF and 711 slides in the PowerPoint file. So it's a software ebook. It contains thousands and thousands of equations, numerous tables, diagrams. It'll keep you busy for months. Now, once you're finished with that, you could go on to my 2 database modules, which make it easy to apply the theory to your scientific or engineering practice. The reciprocal system microcosmos database has the properties of photons, subatoms, atoms, compounds, and alloys, and even includes properties of cosmic atoms and subatoms. And then the reciprocal system macrocosmos database, which has all the astrophysical properties, including the universe as a whole. Galaxy clusters, galaxies, star clusters, stars, planets, moons, minor bodies, including asteroids and comets, nebulae, and voids. Very comprehensive, these 2 database modules. Now, Dewey B. Larson was also a theoretical economist, and I've made his economics work now fully computational, just like I made all of his physical science work. So the optimal economist and implementation of Larsonian econophysics is also available from Amazon.com or TransPowerCorp.com. It makes it easy to apply this economics theory to the economics of individuals, companies, business sectors, and countries as a whole. Okay, that wraps it up for today. Please like this screencast, and please subscribe to my channel. Every additional person helps get the word out. Obtain my software and books. Write positive reviews on Amazon if you can. We have to get the word out. This theory, the reciprocal system, is much, much more logical and rational than any other theory out there. Thanks for your attention.